We're from Yeovil in Somerset. It's me and my parents and my brother who's at uni, and I go to school still. Just finished my GCSEs. It was a Monday morning. Woke up as normal just to get ready for school. My dad was talking to my mum.
I spoke to Mandy. I didn't get any response. She was in bed at the time. I reached down to touch her, and her arm was actually cold to the touch, and which was obviously quite a shock. No response. My immediate thoughts were obviously numbness, but I reached for the phone and dialed 999, spoke to the operator, told him that I thought my wife had died in the night. And so he then immediately dispatched an ambulance. It was around about this time that Samantha came into the room because she'd heard the commotion.
Obviously there was panic to start with. Luckily I was able to start CPR. I started off with the chest compressions, and then I did that for 30 chest compressions, and then I did 2 rescue breaths, and then kept going for that for about 5 minutes, and then I tired, so I showed my dad what to do and he took over. The paramedics took about 6 minutes to come, so at this time me and my dad were carrying on the CPR, so my dad was doing CPR whilst I was on the phone. When they arrived, they were very positive that the fact that because we'd started CPR so early that there might be a chance, so they carried on the CPR and were luckily able to use a defibrillator, and when they used that, 1 shock was luckily enough to bring her back.
Basically, they think I was not breathing for 15 to 20 minutes. It's a long time, so I was very lucky. We're really proud of her. She's a very clever girl, and she knew what to do, so she got on with it.
Sam and her brother had both been to the Yeovil Lifesaving Club, which used to be on a Friday evening for an hour. And although it was a swimming club, but it was swimming lifesaving. So one of the things that they were taught was CPR. I think it's one of those things you just don't think you're ever going to use, though, in real life. So we'd never really thought about us being trained or anyone else being trained. We thought, she enjoyed going along to the swimming club and having a good time, but we didn't really look at it as a skill that she was going to need in real life.
At the end of the day, on your own mother, it must be really frightening to think you're doing this, and she just got on with it, bless her.
It was just sort of over the period of probably 2 or 3 weeks, she sort of very slowly recovered, gradually came out of the coma that she'd been induced into, and eventually we got her back, and we got the old Mandy back, and she's made a remarkable recovery since then.
It's important to have a go because no matter what, you can't do any more damage, and even if you can't do the rescue breaths, you can do hands-only CPR.
I'd seen the Vinnie Jones video that the British Heart Foundation produced, so that helped, certainly. Just hard and fast, potentially make a big difference between somebody living or not living in that sort of event. It does feel very much like a dream, really. Looking back now at the actual incident, it doesn't seem quite real, it's almost like it happened to somebody else. Something like that happening, it does make you sort of reassess life. Just doing simple things, just going out for a nice walk on a Sunday afternoon is something that you appreciate more, I think, having been through something like that.
Before the event, I was quite shy. I wouldn't speak up in front of people, or just a quiet girl. But afterwards, I've campaigned, I've spoken in front of MPs and in front of workers and just normal people, and it's made me want to fight for something, to get CPR in schools and defibrillators in public places. We don't think about it too much, but every time we see her, or something happens, we reflect on it and we just feel proud. And last year, when it was 1 year, we went out for a meal just to celebrate the fact that she was still here.